All right, so I'm gonna take you all through the neighborhood, my local neighborhood here, and just kind of give you guys a little look at what the neighborhood looks like 3 full days after we got basically a foot of snow. And this is the snow that does not melt. Okay, this snow is not melting. It is 19 degrees right now. It's cold. And I guess what I'll do is I'll take you guys down Bay 10th Street all the way down to 86th, and then we'll come up Bay 11th, which is down there. But look at the snow, guys. Look at how much snow once it gets plowed. This is actually untouched snow right here. This is not even plowed snow. That's untouched. Look at this. Crazy, huh? These big piles of snow. You don't realize how much snow a foot is until you see it shoveled and put into piles. It's got to go somewhere. And it's not even melting. You know, you can see the street over there has got snow on it. Look at this. Look at all the snow. So anyway, yeah, I've been taking a little bit of break now. We're at the end of January, and February's coming up, and I would like to return to the Bronx and do some Bronx walks, but like I can only imagine they've got more snow than us. I know the points north got like on average about 14, 15 inches. So there is another storm that might drop a little bit of snow over here, but it's looking more and more. I gotta give everybody an updated post probably in a day or two, but I don't think that storm is gonna do anything other than make a lot of winds for us over here. That storm is probably gonna stay far enough off the coast. It's only gonna probably just cause wind issues and definitely a lot of rough surf and beach erosion, stuff like that. But we're gonna have to wait and see. As you can see, a lot of snow on both sides here on the blocks, but everything, everybody's trying to do what they got to do. You got the mailman over here delivering the mail. And then every once in a while, when you get to a corner, when you get to a street corner, it is, it's kind of very, I don't know how to say it, but just, it's not easy to cross. We'll see what this corner looks like. You get some homes where the people don't shovel, and as you can see right here coming up, look at this little path coming up. Like, it doesn't look like it was shoveled. There's this tiny little path here. I don't even think anybody lives in this house on the corner of Bay 10th and Cropsey. I mean, I think for the longest time I've never seen anybody come out of this house, but it looks like the stairs are shoveled. So it looks like maybe somebody is in there. Oh, looks like there is a way to get onto the street here. That's good. Not going this way though. This way is not shoveled. Just this way. All right, let's see how this block looks. Did I tell you what the temperature was? It's 19 degrees out. And It's kind of overcast. It's like hazy, cold sunshine. Well, I gotta watch out. This is ice right here. This is all ice right I'm walking on right now. I gotta be careful. Gotta go slow. Okay, there we go. Not good. You have to, you see, here's the thing. You guys gotta be very careful. You gotta dig out your fire hydrant, because if there's a fire, there you go. I mean, it's very important if you know, live on a block near a fire, you know, there's fire hydrants. I think there's like, I feel like there's like, what, 3 fire hydrants per block? Or something like that. I don't know. But you definitely want to dig out the fire hydrants. Because if there's a fire on your block, you know, they can't get the hoses connected to those fire hydrants. Look at these piles. I'm not even showing you guys, like I'm just walking by them, but look how big these piles are. Some big piles of snow everywhere. There's just nothing but snow everywhere. And like I said, it's not going to melt. It's not going anywhere. So we're not supposed to. So today's date is January 28th. We've been in this cold spell since even before the snow fell on Sunday. This is today. I'm recording this on a Wednesday. So we're not supposed to even get any anything above the freezing mark for like another week from this point. We don't have any temperatures forecasted in the 40s for the foreseeable future. I mean, I gotta go this way. Look, so there's no way to go out that way. So there's no temperatures forecasted in the 40s until going well into February. This is what Bath Avenue looks like. I guess I can I go this way? Look at this. Wow, this street looks really bad. I think I'm gonna go in. Oh, here we go, right here. There's a little path. Okay, that's better. I was wondering if I was gonna have to walk in the street for a while. You got an Amazon delivery guy just walking around with the delivery pouch. These parking spots, they look like cocoons, like little cocoons for the cars to go into, it's like a parking port made out of snow. A parking igloo. It looks like it just snowed yesterday, if you ask me. This is like what it looks like, you know, after it snows, like the day after it snows. But that's what happens when, you know, you don't have the snow melting. Guess what, guys? I don't have my gloves on. This is a really quick walk. I'm gonna walk down Bay 10th and up Bay 11. I'm gonna go back in my house. But so I didn't wear gloves. I am right now suffering from 1st degree frostbite. So 1st degree frostbite is what everybody gets, right? That's the first. So there's 4 degrees of frostbite. There's the first degree, the second degree, the third degree, and the fourth degree. Fourth degree, you don't want the fourth degree. I don't even think you want the third degree either, but fourth degree is when your fingers start turning black. You ever see those? It's really bad. First degree is what everybody gets. Like, that's what I got right now. First degree is when it gets really, like, burns. Like, when it starts to burn. That's when you gotta immediately put your hands in your pockets and start getting them warm. So what I do is I just switch to another hand and warm that hand up. And then I damage the second hand, and then I just go back and forth. Sounds really nice, right? Hey, there's my old house again. We walked by here the other day. I'm also wearing sneakers because, you don't really need to worry about stepping in snow as long as you find the shoveled area. So yeah, I was saying first degrees frostbite. Did I say sunburn? Did I feel like I said sunburn? Frostbite. Second degree is second degree. I believe that's when your fingers start turning white, and that's really bad. That's actually not good either. Third degree frostbite, I believe, is when you start to get like your fingers turn white and they start to get these really reddish blister looking marks on them. And then fourth degree is the black fingers. Really pleasant stuff we're talking about here as I'm doing this walk. This is a very unplanned walk. I was not planning on doing a walk today, but I was like, why not? What the hell? I've already been out today. I had to go to the dentist just for a quick follow-up. And then I stopped at the supermarket, which is right in front of us here. What I should have did was I should have taken the camera with me earlier. Then I could have had this done already, but... piles of snow. 86th Street is a mess, especially when you get down to like 18th Avenue. We're not gonna go down there. I'm not gonna go down there again. I think this pretty much spells it out for us. Let me get across the street because we're gonna go up Bay 11th Street. Let me go this way. You can see the block. Look at all that snow. All the dirty snow now. It's going to start getting real dirty and stuff. Oh, they got me right up against the wall over here. Look at this. You guys will look at 86th Street right here on the corner of Bay 10th Street. Yeah, we'll swing up Bay 11th for the second half of this walk. Look at this big snow pile over here. So over here on 86th Street, what they do is they will dump big piles on the corners, and then eventually what they do is they make their way back again, and what they do is they start spreading the snow out all over the street so that the cars will mash it down. You see this big pile here. All right, we're on Bay 11th now. The The parking lot looks like it's in better shape than the streets are. That's probably where all the snow went. It went into these piles on the outside on the street, but who knows. This block actually looks pretty cleared up, so let's go across the street and see. Let's go across the street and see how that side is looking. See, everyone's shoveling the snow as much as they can into the streets. Let the cars do all the work. Mash it down. Sounds like a snowblower is going on over here. Look, right? Yeah, snowblower. See a guy back there? I'm telling you, it feels like it just snowed yesterday or even this morning. But this is 3 days later. It's Wednesday and it's still, you know, still coming along in the neighborhood. Our official snow total was 11.7 inches. It was just under a foot, but I'm sure there were some areas in the area that got, you know, like in this local area, they probably got a foot, 13 inches. I know Williamsburg came in with 13 inches officially. Sheepshead Bay came in with 11 inches. Coney Island came in with a foot. You know, like it really depends on where the snow band, like the heavy snow squall band set up. Some parts of Long Island is kind of strange. Some parts of Long Island didn't even get over 10 inches, and some parts got like 15 inches. Same thing with New York City. New York City only, I thought this was strange. New York City came in with 11 inches, Central Park. Washington Heights, not that far away, came in with like 15 inches. I mean, that's like a neighbor, you know, that's not far, you know. So it really depends on where you were set up, you know, where you got the snowfall, where you got the snow squalls. All right, this is Benson Avenue. Let's figure out, look at this block. See this? Bay 11th. We're gonna walk all the way to the end, just like we started. We started at the end on Shore. Well, actually, we were on Independence. We're on that little road called Independence Avenue. That's what we're doing. We're going back to Independence. I'm taking you guys basically a round trip down Bay 10th and Bay 11th. Give you guys a nice quick little run of what my neighborhood's looking like 3 days after the snowfall. That's one of those taller houses over there. This over here, I always talk about this wall. This is the wall that you don't want to walk by, because at any moment, one day it's going to come over. So look at this wall. This wall's been like this for years, and it's just one day it's going to come down on somebody. I just don't think. Look at this. Look at that. See, wait. Look at the way it just bows out. Look. See the bow? I do not like with the snow. I mean, this wall's going to come down. Hopefully there isn't a little kid walking by when it happens. It looks like they are starting to probably do some work over here. They got a bin over here. So maybe there's something that's going to get done. All right. There's some of these piles that go up to the top of the cars. And like I said, this snow's going to be with us for a while because there is no melting going on. You know, any of the water you see on the street, you know, is very rare. It's mostly, you got a lot of salt. The streets are salted down pretty good. So that's the only you know, surface you're going to see that looks damp or anything, but everything else is frozen over. Can I get onto the sidewalk over here? Yeah, I can. Right here. Look at this. Some nice little paths. You got some people that do shovel out the corners. And if you don't... See, right over there is pretty... There's a fire hydrant over there that's not blocked up. That's not going to cause an issue if they need to get to it. The snow that doesn't melt. That's what this is. Alright, this is interesting. You got a car that is just double parked. I don't know if he's... I doubt they're stuck, because you're not getting stuck in this. But you got a double parked car, and it's... These two bigger vans can't go by. You got a van and a school bus. There's an older lady being picked up. That's why he's waiting to get her in the car. Just stopping. You got a little bit of a traffic jam on Bay. There's a little kid over here on this little hill over here, climbing up this hill on the snow. It's a hill of snow. All right. You guys get a good idea how messy it is in my neighborhood. I mean, this is the end of Brooklyn, by the way. You know, like... So you could see, like, you know... And it's like this all over Brooklyn. There's a lot of problems, not just in my area, but they, you know, there's been a lot of news stories about like Park Slope and Cobble Hill having issues and stuff with snow removal and not getting their streets plowed. So it's not just my part of Brooklyn, it's all the parts of Brooklyn pretty much look like this. Now, I'll say one thing. I should have said this in the beginning, but nobody has it as bad as Russia. Did you guys see? If you guys haven't seen it, you know, look at some of those videos. I think it was like in eastern Russia, the amount of snow they got. I mean, you're talking, I mean, like 2 stories worth of snow. I was watching some of the videos of them digging out, and some people were like digging tunnels, like actual caves to go down into like storefronts and get into people's cars. It was like hilarious. One guy was shoveling and he said something really funny. You know, he's talking in Russian. I was watching the translation, and he was shoveling his car out so that no other cars would park on top of his car. I mean, the snow, it was ridiculous. I mean, it was something like, I don't know, like 10, 11, 12 feet worth of snow. It was a ridiculous amount of snow. But you got to see those videos. Those videos are crazy. So, you know, when you put it into perspective, this is not a lot of snow compared to what they got. All right, we're going to wrap it up here. What I'm going to do is we'll go up to Independence, turn the corner, see what that looks like, and I want to end it real quick. This is a quick walk, a really quick walk. Actually, I'm looking at the timer. It's about 25 minutes. 25 minutes of walking. It is Wednesday, January 28th. A few more days from now, we will be getting the prediction from the groundhog, and I can guarantee you he's going to tell us. It's actually multiple groundhogs now. It used to be just one. Now they got a groundhog in every city. But I can imagine that Phil is going to say 12 more weeks of winter. Forget about 6. The way we're going, it's going to be like 12. Oh, wait a minute. Is there even a path over here? Guys, look at this. There's no path over here. I don't think there's even a path. So this is a great way to end it, right? Look at this. There's no path over here. Let's see what they did over here. Oh, nice little one-person path. And then on the next part, so this is a great way to end it, right? There's a little path here, and then I got to walk through snow. Look at this snow I got to walk through, guys. This is crazy. I got sneakers on. This is a great way to end it, right? Well, I want to thank everybody that took this nice little quick walk. It's actually packed really well. Actually, it's not so bad. It's not that bad. Hopefully it doesn't get icy and freezy, because then it'll be really bad. But there's a lot of good traction on this. Seems like a lot of people already walked on it, so it's pretty packed. So, all right, this is it, guys. I'm going back inside. Well, I still got to walk to my house, but I will catch you guys eventually. I don't know where the next walk's going to be or where we're going to go, but stay tuned, right? That's why you got to subscribe. Stay tuned. I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.